Right. Hey y'all, here I am. I was thinking about doing this in order, but I doubt I'm gonna do much of these again. So I think I'm just gonna do it like some of the most fun ones. And hopefully, I can like just get it done and see what we can do. So let's see. So I'm thinking let's go ahead and get that ornate. I don't know. That's the first I ever heard that word. But let's go with something like STEM. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to basically just copy that, and then I'm gonna go up here, paste it so I don't forget the prompt. Then I will delete that one later. Alright, so let's go to that. Alright. I don't really know how much time I have. Should be a doable amount. Alright, so anyways, I'm gonna do a stun, so I'm thinking like something kind of like a wasp creature. I was thinking about actually making this a vertical stream, but I don't think I'll draw fast enough. So I'm just gonna do that. What's up, Hip? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so let's do... Oh, let's make this real low quality. I mean, let's zoom in much more. Because I got all of that space. I feel like I should shrink this. Because the length of that really misguided me. Alright, so this is more than small enough. I don't think I'm gonna get like too many viewers. Actually, let's just move the list up here so I don't have to scroll down all that way. So let's do that. And let's go back to the layers. Alright, so I'm gonna just do something kind of like this. Not quite. Right, let's do something like that. Sup, 8 Green? Welcome to the stream. I'm happy to see you here. I'm not gonna... Let's see. Well, what I'm going to do here is I plan on doing like all of these, and hopefully I can do them in time. Alright, so let's see. This one is basically the prompt of something like a stin. So I'm not exactly going to make a bee. I'm just gonna make like a bee-like animal. Basically a wasp. I remember I have like a sketchbook. I never posted it. I'm doing kind of fine at the moment. But there is someone that I care about that is like not doing fine at the moment. So hopefully they do well. So folks that believe, I would really appreciate it if you prayed for them. I think they're going to be very good, but every little bit helps. So let me see. Let's go ahead and do this right here. Let's do these legs right here. And that. And I don't really want that to be right here. Right, so. Oh man, that sky outside, it looks so beautiful. But yeah, so See, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, have you heard about what that guy is doing? Alright, let me see. You know what? Every single time I start to get political on this channel, like during a stream, it cuts out. So I'm not even gonna say anything about that. So let's talk about a different thing. Alright, so let's see. Now these are some pretty fine bug legs right here. Alright, so let's see. Let's go ahead and make that just a tad skinnier. Like so, like so, like so. Put this here. And I feel like I made this thing's booty a bit too big, but we're gonna just go with it anyway. Into it. But yeah, I have not slept in like, and actually I did. I haven't slept in almost 24 hours, but I did take like a nap for like 40 minutes, so that's pretty good. And so let's see. Like, this is looking more like a mantis head, which I do not want. So I'm trying to do this from memory because I don't have my book here with me. Alright, this is looking more like a wasp head. And so we're just gonna do that. Gonna do this. Let's just do that just so I can fill in those ugly fill lines just a tad and do that. Now, I think I'm going to like paint it in a similar way that I did in the book. So that should be pretty... What pillow? Alright, anyway. I got distracted by stuff too often. So let's go ahead and get that pink right here. Put that right here. Boom, bam. And boom, bam. Sup, Chu. Welcome to the stream. I have a friend named Maddie Chu that actually has a very similar name to you, which is pretty cool. But yeah, her name is Maddie Chu. She does like all kinds of neat art videos, mainly maps, which is multi-animated project. I don't know if she'll stop by, but if she does, that would be pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. So, by the way, these are the prompts that I plan on doing. Right now, I'm working on prompt number 11. And yeah, I'll just leave the prompts there, but I'll just shrink it down. Alright, so I'm just gonna do one antenna in front of the other, just slightly curved, and put this one here. So Chu, how are you today? Hopefully you've been having a pretty good day. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, so let's go ahead and have that. I remember I had more realistic looking wings for this guy because this specific creation right here is a recreation of something that I did in my sketchbook. So let me just do that here, do that, and this. And let's actually add like a little ball here because I think they have that. I can't remember for sure. Like, this whole wasp the first time was made with a reference, but this time it's not going to be made with a reference. I'm doing everything you see here straight from memory. And so we're gonna do that, and that. There we go. Let's actually put that there. And there's usually a much fancier pattern when it comes to insect wings, but I'm just gonna do that here just to watch something while I paint. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be active in chat. Pretty good day though. You? Yeah, I'm doing pretty fine today. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Just sitting here like painting together. I think that's pretty awesome. All right, I think I'm gonna go with 6 legs for this one here. So let's do that. That just to not really mirror, but just show additional leggage. Leggage. All right. Anyways, let's do that. Let's see here. All right, so that's good. Let's start adding the stripes. I wonder if they're gonna like work on like their Inktober stuff too. I don't really have much time for Inktober like this year, but I finally have some time and I figured let's just draw everything at once, if possible. Alright, so we got that. And if I remember correctly, the stripes kind of went like this. Yeah, it did go like that. And I should get rid of the stripes that go in that pattern. Because it was kind of like a spiky pattern. At least if I'm remembering it correctly, which I'm probably not. So that's about right. So let's make their feet black. Now it's not uniform black, but it's pretty good for what I'm going for. Oh no. Right, there's an opening somewhere, and it's probably gonna fill the whole page because that tiny little crack. Alright. Should work now. Yep. Alright, so should I add like light and shadow to these? I got 31 to do, so no, we're not gonna do all that. So prompt number 11 checked. Let's see one that's next. Alright, let's do mustache. That should be a fairly difficult one to make spooky. So let's try it out. Alright, so right now I'm gonna draw an evil mustache. One moment. I am Mac. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this done. And back to layer 2. I may have to like separate some of these by layer at some point. It's a weird shaped head, but let's go with it. I have like a brand new sketchbook with me, and I decided to sketch some characters from TV. I think I might like restrict that sketchbook to only be humans, because I suck at drawing humans, so that could be pretty good practice. Like just seeing a bunch of humans and then drawing them, that could be interesting. Alright, so let's do that. I feel like this is like a very generic 10 to do, but this one's going to be kind of inspired by like zombie hand syndrome, which is a real life symptom where syndrome, goodness gracious, where a person's own hand tries to kill them, which is just crazy to think about. This kind of looks like one of the characters that I made called Caleb. That's not him. Right, so right now I'm having him just strangle this fella. Right, so let's see. Yeah, I could like instantly convert this stream into a vertical stream, but that just doesn't really make sense to me. I could try it though, but eh. Right, so that's pretty good. Seems I'm beginning to get sleepy again. Alright. Oh, this was far too ambitious. I'm gonna keep going down. Alright, 3 is a bit too thick. Let's go with 2s, maybe 1s. think that works. Mustache. Let's check that one off the list. So we got a weave, a crown, Mickey. Mickey. I didn't even draw Mickey. Alright, so let's see. I don't think I'm gonna draw all of them. So let's draw Starfish. That one seems to be the easiest. Get out of water. Alright, so alright, so let's see. Actually, I should check and see if I'm even being heard. Alright, let's see. Check and see if I'm even being heard. Alright, let's see. It seemed to be. The music, I can't say with certainty. So I'll just up that ever so slightly. Excuse me. Either that or I just listened when the sound was down in a song. I don't know. It was one of them. Alright, so let's see. Starfish. Right. Um, Now, if I remember correctly, when it comes to starfish, they can split apart, and that's how they reproduce. So I'm going to make a starfish like Patrick specifically be trying to like split apart from himself. I don't think I did that leg very well. That's more like it. Yeah, I'm not seeing the other line whatsoever, so I'm gonna just up it to about there. Alright, so that other line is nice and high. So far, I did 2 prompts of October, which is not too much. I fell asleep somehow, even though I'm wide awake, but yeah, this always happens whenever I'm streaming. So right now, I'm going to try to make like a mitosis of Patrick Star. Now, I know the word's meaning, I'm just not sure if I'm saying the word correctly. But basically, it's just him splitting apart from himself in order to reproduce. That's basically what I'm going for at this moment in time. Okay. So I was just gonna do that. that, and that should be good. Let's. Yeah, it has to be like painful or something if he had a brain. And so we're gonna have the shoulder go out to there. Let's go out right here. Let's make them teeth white. Let's do that. Alright, undo, redo that. Okay. This is the worst paper to ever touch watercolor. Somehow all the paint in the water immediately sticks to it without spreading it out at all. Yet it's bleeding like it's a horror movie. Oh my. That sounds horrible. I haven't used watercolor in years. I mainly stick with color pencils these days. But I remember watercolor paintings and they were always so beautiful to look at and make. But the way that's happening, hope your art is going better. It is at the moment. So far I did a wasp for the stem prompt, and I also did a mustache for the mustache prompt. I'm trying to add a horror aspect. Did I say that right? Horror? To each of the submissions. So right now I'm actually trying to make Patrick Star splitting apart from himself. So let's see. It's actually, since he's pink, I should make him a little bit more a vibrant pink, you know? So kind of this color. And the scenario, Patrick is kind of naked, but let's just roll with it. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so yeah. And then I'm just gonna have a nice red going out and about. So it's just gonna do about that. Then I'll just have some of this going about here. And I think that should be good for that. Alright, so let's do that. And then we could do the other starfish. So let's do that. Let's actually make this one a little bit smaller, the teeth size, I mean. Because I don't think it's necessary for the teeth to be that big for this one right here. But yeah, Chu, if you're still here, you should keep trying with your watercolor because it's a really cool form of art. Right. So, if the take this with a grain of salt. I haven't done watercolor in nearly a decade. But if it's sticking almost instantly to it and not running, I think maybe if you add a little bit more water. Wait, Wait a second, sticking yet is bleeding. Actually, a little bit less water, so like maybe mixing in a bit of powder or something could help. Again, I don't really know. I haven't watercolored in years, and like don't go messing up like your watercolors on my account because I don't know what I'm talking about. I was just saying. Alright. So gonna add that. Yeah, if we can't save it, I'll try to trace or use a different paper and try again. The sketch was actually really nice. Yeah. Like what was the sketch about, if you don't mind me asking? Right now I'm making like a off-brand Patrick like splitting apart from himself. I don't know which one would be the original Patrick, like being split apart from, but he's being split, and that's that. Alright, they gotta make like his leg much thicker because Patrick is a real thick starfish. So we're gonna just do that. Do a little bit of this. I thought my phone was charging, but it's not doing so very well. Yeah. Hope everything is going well with you, Drew. Alright, so let's see. But this piece of art is exciting me where I'm not like falling asleep anymore, so that's a plus. Alright, so let's see. I think that's what I want right here. So we're just gonna do that, and this. I feel like the eyebrows might be a tad bit much, but it should be good. Alright, so let's do that. And since this one looks like more of him exists, let's actually have like more of the red goop on him. So let's do that. So let's do some where like there's some light going through. And I feel like that could add more to the believability. Alright, so let's do that. That right here. Let's do this. That should work fine. I guess that works. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that there. feel like there should be a little bit more of the text here. Yeah, I already read that. But yeah, much, not much is happening at the moment. So let's just add like some more guts and viscera and stuff. I think I'm gonna use it sparingly this time. Just gonna line like most of right here with it. Oh no, lagging, so that means my microphone is breaking too at the moment. Wait, is it? Yep, it is. I don't even have any other browsers open. But yeah, alright. It's not lagging right now, so maybe it's better. Nope. Let's go ahead and save this.